Hello, good evening, good morning, good day, according to where you're from. I greet you in the most precious name I know, the name of Jesus. It's so great to have all of you here this evening. Some of you I missed last week, because we are all being taken different places every time. So that is expected. But we're so happy to have you once again, to all our co-founders who are always here with us, those who are joining maybe for the first or second time. It's wonderful to have you as well. But to our esteemed guests, for those whom this program has been organized, it's so good to have you tonight. We will be presenting to you the best business and the last business that you will ever need. All right. And we are going to do this in the form of an interview. So we're going to I am moderating and I'm going to be interviewing Dr. Derrick this evening. And during the interview, of course, we are going to allow other founders to make comments or suggestions along the way. And also, you, our special guests, you can stop us at any time, raise your electric hand and ask a question. All right, that hand is right below your screen. Raise your hand, we will recognize you and answer your question. Also, the chat is available if you do not want to speak, but you want to type it in the chat, we will answer it here for you. We have Chris Johnson, one of our leadership council members. He's always here with us, and it's really great to have him. We also have Marty, the man. Always great to have Marty, another leadership council member, here with us tonight. I have not seen any more, but if you recognize anyone else, please indicate to me. It's always a pleasure to have you guys. May we have a really wonderful time tonight. And we know by the end of this that it will be a successful one, and we will have all our guests understanding exactly what we want them to understand about OnPassive tonight. So thank you very much. And at this time, I allow Dr. Derrick to introduce himself and to start the first part of tonight's program.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Edmira, the host. We really appreciate all that you do, especially getting me up to speed. And thank you very much, Chris and Marty. Really appreciate, I should say, yes, Chris Johnson and, well, actually, I should say General Chris, because he's in charge of that Angel program, which is, that is a military program, militant program done by General Chris Johnson. And definitely everyone should just get in that Angel program. As I said before, on other programs or other webinars, I'm not a medical doctor. So if you have a heart attack, please go to your physician. I have a doctorate in technology. And so when this business came across my purview, it was, I didn't have to look left. I didn't have to look right. I just got in, same time, same place, but unfortunately, some things happened to me when I got in 2019. People just dying left, right, center, so I just didn't pay attention. You could say I was very, 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 very passive. I did not become active until June of this year, when I met the illustrious Edmira Walker on this said webinar on June 8th. And since then, our relationship has grown and blossomed into what it is now. And I just want to thank the Dread at the control, Edmira at the control, and just thank her very much. But one of the books that I read in my time was a book by the name of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which is Robert Kiyosaki. And fortunately, it changed my way of thinking in terms of just looking at job, because that was what my father used to taught me. He used to just taught me to go to school and get a job. Do the best you can at school and get a job. And so we could not come into the house with less than 90% going to school back in my day, or else that belt would speak dearly to your bottom and other parts of your body. But when I read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and also the other book that Robert Kiyosaki actually produced, which was Cash Flow Quadrant, I fell in love with both books. And it told us there are 4 ways to produce income. Only 4. No matter how hard you try, no matter where you go, it's just 4 ways to make an income. One side is linear income, and the other side, of course, is getting leveraged or passive income. So let us quickly look at the linear. And most of us, if not, well, at this time, most of you, if not a majority of you, is an employee somewhere. You are employed by someone, and so you have a job, just over broke. And so there's no leverage there. Only 5% of people in this category, which 97% is actually in this category, and only 5% get wealthy doing the job. The amount of active work determines your income. And so all you're doing is just trading time for dollars. That's all you're doing. And there's only 24 hours in the day. So even for some persons that have 3 jobs, don't know how they do that. But I met people that has 3 jobs and some have 4, don't know how they do that. But there's only 24 hours in the day. And so you can only trade time for your dollars. The next one in the cash flow quadrant is, of course, S, which is self-employed. And that is just that you own your job. So whether you're into lawn care, or you're into car wash, or you have a little store where you cook a little food or bake some bagels or cake, or you have a food truck, you still are self-employed and you still basically just own a job. And so there's no leverage there. You're just trading time for money. That's just what you're doing. And so we are going to go over to the leverage side, which is the first one is business owner, which means you own a system that works. Maybe like one of those franchise, yes, one of those franchise where you might own 2 or 3 or maybe 4. So you necessarily don't have to be flipping the burgers or doing those type of things or cutting here. You might not be doing it physically, but you own the store. And so what you're doing is people working for you, which is much better than being an employee or self-employed. But this is the one that I want to get at quickly, which is the last of the cash flow quadrant, which is investor or founder. Investor and or founder. And as an investor and or founder, you actually own your business. And you have to have money. You leverage, and this is on the leverage, where actually your income does not depend on active work. And so what you're doing is trading money for more money. So you have to put up some money in order to get more money. And so your money is working for you. Let us look at Apple. In 1976, of which Apple only have 3 founders. Only 3 founders in Apple. No more. But when they launched in 1976, they did what is known as IPO, which is initial public offering, which means they are on the stock market, the trade stock and all of that, which is a publicly owned company. And when they do that in 1976, if you invested $1,000, a nice round figure, by 1980, which of course that is 4 years after, you would have accumulated 430,000. So if you invested more, then hallelujah, praise the Lord, you will of course get more. There was 300 millionaires that came out of this venture that Apple did in 1980, and that was more than GM, General Motors, in 1956. And so yes, some good amount of millionaires came out of that. But the Rich Dad Poor Dad let us look at the two sides of the coin at the same time. And so the poor dad would say that love of money is the root of all evil, but the rich dad said lack of money is the cause of evil. The poor dad would say, I can't afford it, but the rich dad would say, how can I afford it? The poor dad would say, study hard, just like my poor dad. They say, study hard so you can find a job. The rich dad says, study hard so you can buy a business. My poor dad, or the poor dad said, the reason I'm not rich is because of my children. And of course, the rich dad say, I need to be rich because of my children. The poor dad said, don't take risk. And the rich dad, of course, said, learn to manage risk. The poor dad said to find a job. The rich dad said to buy a business. Poor dad said, not interested in money. I don't know why, because I think you need to be interested in money. But my rich dad said, money gives you power. Poor dad said, work for money. Rich dad said, learn how to make money work for you. And so therefore, let us learn how to make money work for you. And that is what our illustrious Edmira is going to point us into that direction at this time.
All right, everyone. So tonight, of course, all of us want our money to work for us, right? Now, Dr. Derrick just explained four different parts of the quadrant. And we are presenting to you a business called Passive. Dr. Derrick, which part or which section of that quadrant will you liken to Passive and why?
Of course, that would be the fourth quadrant, which would be letting the money work for you, of course, because as an investor or a founder, of course, that is what we are doing. You're either investing in the stock market or you're becoming a founder of a business. And so that is the opportunity that we have today, where we can be a founder of a business. Never before done, because as you know, when Apple started in 1976, Steve Jobs did not call any of us. When Microsoft started in 1975, Bill Gates did not call any of us. When Facebook started in 2004, Mark Zuckerberg did not. Well, yes, he called some of his friends, couple of his college buddies, well, several of his college buddies, but only two came on board. But he did not open it up to every and anybody. So none of us had that opportunity to become a founder of a business. Fortunately, the love of this man that we are going to know about soon opened his business so that we can become a founder of a business.
Okay, wonderful. So that's one place where we know we are on the right path with Passive, because this business is one that we will own for ourselves. All right. So in terms of founder, and what's the nature of Passive? Because you mentioned that quadrant, there will be investors or founders. So what's the nature of Passive and what's the founder part? Can you explain that, please?
Okay, definitely. Passive is an online company. Everything is online, or majority of things that we know of right now is online. That provides a fair and equal opportunity, tools, and strategy for people to earn passive income online for life. And that is what Passive is going to do for each and every one of us. A man with a heart, a man with a love for humanity that you will soon know about.
All right. Wonderful. So Passive is our online business that we are offering to the world. Now, you keep mentioning this leader, this man that we need to know about. Can you tell us about him? Who is he?
Yes, if you look a little bit above that that logo with those hands around, you see a man with a big smile. Let me bring him up a little bit more. But yes, our CEO, Ash Mufare. Ash Mufare is a man with a vision for the future. a selfless person who thinks less about himself and more about people struggling to make a stand on their own to lead a prosperous life. He's not in the view of just giving out fish. He wants to give you a business so you can have fishes for the rest of your life, as much as you want to have and as much as you want to give away. That is his aim in view. And so the result of Unpassive is an AI-driven automated platform providing the much needed business solution that we need. Many people, 97% of people in business, on especially online, and even people in business in brick and mortar, we find that it's hard when it comes on to business. It's very difficult. And that is what Ashmafara wants to correct. And the best part is that it is hands-free. And so Ashmafara, the credential of Ashmafara is that he attended the American Intercontinental University, and he gained a master's degree in information technology, IT, of course, and e-commerce. It is at this time he understood how the internet has the potential to change the world. And that's what he wants to accomplish with our help, to change the world.
Okay, thank you very much. So far we know that Unpassive is an online business, and that the CEO of this this business that we are learning about tonight is Ash Mufara. Now, every business has a product line, right? Some sell shoes, some sell hats, some sell bags. What exactly is the product line for Unpassive?
Well, yes, we do have product portfolio. And yes, I've been into the lotion and the potion and the cream and the disinfectant and the cleaners and all of that. But this is a digital business. So everything is online, as we said previously. But the different products are products that we use. Maybe we don't even understand or realize that we are using these products, but they are products like your Gmail or your Yahoo or your AOL. It's a email which we call O-mail. A lot of people use e-commerce, learning online, and that for us would be O-Academy. A lot of people use a crowdfunding platforms that is available, and that is what we will call O-Bless. We are using Zoom at this time, and that is what we will have as O-Connect. And so we have many products, over 50 products that we know of. We will start with about 10 to 20, but these products are needed. There are some billion-dollar products online. As you can see, online education, which is Academy, is a $350 billion industry by 2025. Our traffic, our staff, which is HR, what we know as human resource, it's a $17 billion industry. What we are using right now, which is our webinar, it's the same thing. It's $1 billion industry. Social media, $4 billion industry, and the list goes on. So these are the products that we are, the product line that we will be getting into, and so the entire industry is $500 billion in value with proprietary products.
Thank you very much. Very, very impressive business we are locked on to here. Now, you talk a lot about these products. I want you to at least explain one of them to me. I think I would like to ask Narelle to talk about O-Bless, because she just came from an event where she would probably like to, you know, make some kind of analogy or comparison, I should say. But for us, Dr. Derrick, you explain to us one of the other products. Yeah.
Sure. One of the products that we know of is one that is dealing with the customer relationship management system, which we all know as CRM. And there are a lot of companies that provide this opportunity or this product for their customers. And they, you know, I mean, they might be costly. I don't know. But if you look at one of them, which is UpLead, it is roughly anywhere from $100 to $400 monthly for this particular product. And the product that we are looking at personally or practically is OLead. OLead, as we said, it's a CRM application, generate leads, close deals, and grow your business. Email integration, image recognition and segment analytics, forecasting, reporting analytics, segmenting customers and taking names, simplify lead management. OLead is a customer relationship management tool that functions as a centralized database that records, analyzes, and stores customer contacts and accounting level information. OLead helps you to keep track of customer information and interaction to assist in lead generation, sales, forecasting, creation of quotes, and processing orders, which that is one of the things that many people pay hundreds of dollars for, because everyone wants a lead management in order to get leads, because basically, and not only get the lead, but to manage the lead, sending messages repetitiously, etc., so that they can, you know, communicate with those leads that they get, whether in their funnel, and that's another tool that, of course, OnPassive has inside our portfolio, and you'd have to pay separately. And the beauty about it is that, you know, even though it is a different product portfolio, which you would get differently, it actually communicates, which these products don't communicate with other products outside of what they are selling. So anything they are selling, then you know, it's just with whatever they are selling. And so our CRM is not just built on a foundation of the existing softwares in the market. It comes equipped with multiple features that make it more dependable, offering 360-degree service into every facet of customer relationship management. OLead is powered, and this is the key, powered by the latest AI, artificial intelligence technology, making it one of the best options for any business to deploy.
Wow. Wow. Just amazing listening to you talk about OLead, you know, and I know that we have wonderful products, very fascinating products that the world is going to love really bad. I know that last week when we had this program, few of our members or co-founders expressed how they felt about other products. Maybe we can have some of them saying which product they like as well. I know last week you mentioned Audit, so that we could mention a few so that persons or guests who are here can learn a little bit more about some of our products. So at this time, we'll ask Narelle to just tell us a little bit about Obliss and probably the experience that she had last week. So Narelle?
Okay. Thank you, Edmira. Hi, everyone. Well, Mimi is my great niece, and a lot of people have heard my story with my great niece, Mimi. Mimi was born with cerebral palsy. Mimi is 9 years old, just turned in July, and Mimi doesn't have the ability to walk unaided yet. She's had many, many treatments over the years where her parents take her away from her hometown, Queensland, to a place in Sydney called Napa, which is a US company that does treatments for cerebral palsy children. They work a lot on their muscles to stimulate their muscles, both not only in her feet, but with cerebral palsy, they have a tendency to have hands that club or don't work correctly. So they need to work on those to stretch them out. Now, just recently, which was this last weekend, and this takes a lot, you know, her parents sort of found that how are they going to afford to be able to send Mimi to these very expensive, because they cost about $8,000 to $10,000 every time they go to Sydney. That's for a 3-week block, they call it, where she goes 5 days a week for 3 weeks. Now, they put together what they call a night with Mimi. It's the most amazing event that you've ever seen. It's a dinner, it's an auction. People all over their community and close towns know Mimi's story, and they donate every year from companies. You know, this year they have signed jerseys from well-known rugby league players. They had an Olympian swimmer, Isaac Cooper, who actually came and was a guest speaker. They have holidays. These are all things that are donated. We had raffle prizes, and we're a very close-knit family. Every year we're sort of putting, you know, grabbing things and putting things aside, knowing that that will go into a raffle, and that's how some of us help towards that. But this time, it was exceptional. Last year they raised $20,000, which is a phenomenal amount, you know, to raise in a community. This year we raised $33,000 for Mimi's treatments. It truly is, when you see this little girl, I do have a video on my Facebook with her smile. You know, this is a little girl that can't go out and just run around and play with her friends. She can't, she's not always able to take holidays like the other kids do in school holidays. She's off having treatments every time, whether it be in Sydney, which they can't get into at the moment because of the inability to fly into Sydney. But they do take it now to a new one, which is in the same state. It's not as good as, but it certainly is still treatments to get her moving. Her biggest goal, and something I suppose we all take for granted, but a 9-year-old little girl has always had the goal of wanting to run a race against her dad. Her dad does PE, like physical instruction at school, education, sorry. And he works in a school, a private Christian school. But she's always wanted to have a race against her dad and beat him, you know, so it's a goal that is achievable, but it's going to take many years of having all of those treatments. So I just wanted to say to any of those who donated towards a night with Mimi, to Mimi's treatments, thank you. Your hearts are so big and we really appreciate that.
Wonderful, Naria. Very wonderful story. Really, we are so happy for Mimi, and we know that Obless is going to change all of this for you. Tell us how Obless will work and how it will change all of this for you and for me.
Absolutely. Obless is the platform that I saw first when I was introduced into On Passive. What I saw was the ability to be able to create change in people's lives, to be able to bring that change or balance back to humanity. You know, that's what I saw first with Obless. Now, every year I fundraise for Mimi because I can't do a lot physically, and we live about 8 hours drive away from each other. Every year I go and I have used the platforms like Facebook Fundraiser, GoFundMe, and there are a couple of others that I haven't used before. But what I found out and what I didn't really know was that these companies are taking some cream off the top, your hard-earned money. Those who have donated, you know, I was sort of hoping that Obless was going to be available for me this year, but I'm just short of, you know, us launching in that. So I had to use Facebook Fundraiser. Now, the big deal there is it's estimated that just this year alone, $114 billion in revenue is what these other companies will earn off the top. You know, that's, to me, is criminal. Fancy taking money from people who are not only blessing other people because they're blessed in their own lives, but taking away from those people who are less fortunate than ourselves. Those people that haven't got fresh water, those people who haven't got good food, those people sleeping on the streets. And in my case, little Mimi's treatments. Every dollar counts to these people. You know, it's not just a throwaway society where you should just throw somebody a $20, or in Mimi's case that, you know, a $33,000 is going to fix her. It is not going to fix her. you know, but how blessed are we that we could do that? The thing with Bless is it's going to give 100% of the money raised to the community, to the cause, you know, to the idea, and in my case, to little Mimi. So when we launch, Bless is going to be a platform for everybody to use. You know, somebody in your community, you want to help those that you hear about, you know, that you've never been able to do before or help before because you've never had that extra income. You're struggling yourself, or you know, you're getting by with what you've got. But this is going to be the change. Bless surely is and truly is a blessing. Thank you, Edmira.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for sharing your story with us, Noria. And we know for sure that Mimi will not have to be raising all these funds next year, right?
Yeah.
Because you said you come short this year, but Bless is going to be there for Mimi. We promise you that.
Yeah.
And
thank
for
you,
so many
I just want to say quickly, sorry, I just want to say quickly that next year I'm hoping even if they do it next year, I want to be able to go up on their little stage and gift them the founder position that I have bought for Mimi, because then they don't have to worry anymore about her treatment. So thank you.
Okay, when we get to that part, we're going to explain exactly what you just said about give them that position for the guests who may not understand what you just said, but it will all come clear in a minute. I was saying that Bless will be there for so many of our loved ones who really need the help, and we are unable to help them financially at this time. We have so many other products. We just want to touch maybe one or two more. Bart, you were talking about Academy. Is there anybody who want to talk just about one more product?
All right, Connect is I don't like saying it this way because I know ours is better, but it's our Zoom product. And what it's about, number one, it's unlimited, you know, one-time payment, pretty much when you become a founder. But I really do believe the greatest thing about that Connect, and there's a lot of great things about it, is I can talk to anyone in the world in their language. In other words, if Edmira, I don't know, well, Edmira speaks English, but let's say Edmira was Mexican and she spoke Spanish, and I said, I got to talk to this lady. She's got something going on. They want to see what's going on. I could talk in English through Connect to Edmira, and it'll translate in Spanish to her. She could talk to me in Spanish and translates back to me in English, which is unbelievable. I believe we're out. I think it's 47 language or 57 languages. I got to check now, but I know that's going to grow. It pretty much covers every language in the world. And there's a lot more that's going to be added, I'm sure, as we progress. But right there, that's pretty cool. But the unlimited amount of people, you know, Zoom charges a lot of money for our corporate Zoom. They charge, I think, $8,000 to $10,000 a month just for this corporate Zoom. And we had to get permission to give them money to make it a 20,000, where on passive is unlimited to the people, one price. You come in as a founder, that's it. If it's going to be individually sold, it will be. I'm not sure the prices, but you're better off just to get the package, but it's going to be pretty cool. I hope that helps a little bit, Mr. Bat.
Thank you very much. Of course it helps. I really like the part where if I'm speaking to you in Spanish and you're English, you would understand it in your language. I mean, there is nothing that will ever beat that on this market. I really love that, that aspect of Connect. All right, so we're gonna pause just a little bit. Any guests, please, just a reminder, ask any question that you have. Any question, we can answer it here, believe it. And if you are a little bit scared to raise your hand and speak, you can write your questions in the chat, okay? Thank you very much. We are going to move right along. I want to stay just a little bit longer on the products because this is what OnPassive offers. So I want to ask Dr. DrDerrick, how is our products different than what is present in the world right now? For example, someone just mentioned Zoom. How is Connect? How is Mail better than Gmail? How is, you know, the products that we offer, how are they different from what makes them more special than the others that are present right now?
All right. Thank you very much, Edmira. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, Chris and Mimi with Nerel. Really appreciate those information there. But just to go through the products and what they are related to, so that we can have a understanding of these products a little better. First of all, we have Academy. So we're looking at things like Udacity, which is another e-learning platform. We're looking at Obless, and a lot of people know GoFundMe. We're looking at OShop, and a lot of people know Vistaprint, which is our online shop design and branding of stationery. We're looking at OStaff. A lot of people knows that it's a HR platform, which Bamboo HR is that platform that would be similar to OStaff. We have OMail, which is like Yahoo or AOL, Gmail, which is our email tool with an organizer. We have OConnect, which is like Zoom, which we are on right now, which is, and as Chris was saying, our webinar platform, and Accounting, which is like QuickBooks. And of course, that is something that most people are familiar with. Trim would be like Bitly, shorten the long URL. We have Post, which would be Gmailer Pro, which is our email marketing tool, or such the like. Wallet, which would be like Electrium, which it's of course our wallet that where all the money goes into, then we will withdraw it from there into our own personal bank account. Net would be a social network like Facebook, and everyone know Facebook, but the relating one would be Net. Tracker, that would be like Gistio IP, which is like Tracker. And you have Screencast-O-Matic, which will be like our Capture product. We have Create, which would be like Wix. A lot of people know Wix.com. Chat would be like Live Chat, which that is our chat engine. It's our chat bot, basically. Peer would be like Connect Team. That is our internal communication tool that provides performance for businesses. Virtual would be like iVanish, which is our VPN service. DIT would be like Adobe Photoshop combined with Adobe Premiere. So it's a video editing and audio editing. People normally sell these two separately, and we have them combined under one, which is Audit. Lead, which is what we dealt with today. Uplead, which of course it's our CRM tool, and of course Domain is like GoDaddy. What makes the difference than all of these tools as opposed to our tool? It is Unpassive, a leading artificial intelligence software development company, offers highly secure AI-driven automation products, tools, and application with an emphasis to govern your data automation. Unpassive AI offers automation and enterprise software solution that streamline your business process with a focus on improved result. Unpassive software consulting and development company is a community of 500,000 invested in building futuristic application and technological solution. It is organic, which means it is being built from the ground up, not borrowing anything from anyone. So we're not borrowing anything from Zoom. We're not borrowing anything from GoFundMe. We're not borrowing anything from Adobe. We're not borrowing anything from nobody. We're building the tool from the ground. All our products is built from the ground up, fully organic. 2, it has artificial intelligence built in, not in addition, but built into the product, which is very different from any other product that has artificial intelligence. Most products don't. machine learning technology built in. It is very cost effective. As we looked at OLED, we look at somewhere from $100, one product we're talking about, $100 to $400. And we soon get to the cost and the price of our products and business, which it is very cost effective. Number 5, it is fully automated. Everything 100% fully automated. Everything under one umbrella. I spoke to a lady that deals with HR, human resources, and she has to have 11 different products in order to deal with her human resources. And all of our human resources is just under one umbrella, which is one product, not 11 different products in one product. And also it communicates with each other. O-Connect is going to communicate with O-Tracker. O-Tracker is going to communicate with O-Connect and O-Academy, etc., etc. All of these products is going to be communicating with each other. Now, if you get a Zoom platform and you get a email platform like Gmail or Yahoo, no, definitely, Zoom is not going to communicate with Gmail. You better do that yourself. And so all of these makes a major difference with especially to where our products are concerned.
Thank you very much, Dr. Derrick. That there was a mouthful of how all the products are connected to each other and reasons why they would be, they are different and special than those that now exist. Thank you very much. There's a question in the chat that asked about O-Wallet. I know that you did mention it. So just for Eden's sake, Eden asked that question. Just go over what you said about O-Wallet for Eden's sake, very briefly. Thank you.
Well, I didn't say anything much about O-Wallet yet. I was just mentioning it, that it is one of our products, but definitely the O-Wallet, it's going to be broken into 2 parts. It's going to be broken into our 1 funding wallet and 2 O-Wallet, but it's under one umbrella of O-Wallet. Now, the funding aspect of O-Wallet, and we soon get into why it is the funding part, in that it will fund our business, because there is a cost and a monthly cost. And so that will be funding the business. And then the O-Wallet is what you're going to attach your bank account and withdraw your money from anytime you want.
Thank you very much for answering that question for Eden. So, of course, we are learning a lot about OnPassive, about the business. And we know that right now we are sharing our business with people. We love our families and our friends so much. We want to share this business with them. But we know that we are into what we would call the pre-launch, right? We're into the pre-launch right now where we are sharing. Now we know that there will be other launch. Can you tell us about those, please? So that the guests would understand where we are in the business and where we are going.
Sure, most definitely. We are currently in pre-launch. And you see, this business is totally different from any other business we have out there. When Zoom started in 2011, and none of us was privy to be a founder in Zoom. None of us, nobody. And it took Zoom 4 years, actually, 4 years to actually somewhat develop one product. We're talking about one product, which will be our O-Connect, which is the webinar platform. It took them 4 years to, come up with that product and get it up and running. And when they finally had it running, in 2011, there was only a maximum of 15 participants that could actually be on Zoom at any one time. Well, fortunately for them, they are, you know, a little better now, or a lot better, although we get kicked off many times. But we are launching a product, a webinar product, which of course, it is going to be unlimited. Now you consider 15 participants in comparison to unlimited, and this is one product. They took 4 years to develop that one product. So far, in pre-launch, we are a little bit over 3 years now. Well, we started in 2018, and so we are approximately a little over 3 years now. So we are still under the amount of time that it took Zoom with one dege product. I mean, only one product. All right, we're still, you know, well into the range. And so we have to understand that it takes a while to develop products for a business. And we are not talking about one product. We are talking about, hey, well, you know, when we launch, it will be anywhere from 10 to 20 products, of which we saw the 20 of them that we're looking at right now. There is going to be products added and added and added, so there's no cap on the amount of products that we are going to totally have in this business. And so the next step will be beta testing. We're going to be doing the founders launch, and then finally the official launch, which will be to the public. And this is when the tech and the legal team gives the green light to go ahead with this launch. So let me tell you from now when we're going to launch, when the tech team and the legal team, not just a person, it's not just a legal person, not just one CPA or one lawyer. We have a team, because we are into over 212 different countries. Then we, you know, it's a lot of legal ramifications that has to be placed into all of the mix, and so all of that takes a little while.
Okay, thank you very much. So that's pre-launch, then beta testing, and then we go to the world. Okay, thank you very much for that, Dr. Derrick. How does one become a member of On Passive? Because all night we were talking about founders and about the products and about the business itself. But let's say that I am a guest here and I want to become a part of On Passive. How do I do that, please?
Yes, definitely. Very good question, because listen, people like presentations and all of that and maybe fascinated, but they want to know how much they're going to spend. What's the cost? And that's what they want to hear. And as we saw, one product, which was the OLED, one product, anywhere from $100 to $400. That's the ballpark. Don't even talk about Zoom. And we're talking about monthly. Everything is monthly. Everything is in US dollars. Let us talk about a webinar platform. Chris just told you that for 20,000, it's 6,500, Chris. 6,500, yes, 6,500, because our corporate has that Zoom account, and it's $6,500 monthly. It's not a one-time shot, it's monthly. And so, you know, these products are very costly out there. But what Ash, the man with heart, big as Texas or bigger, and the smile to back it up, we're looking at $97 out of pocket to become a founder. None of us is getting a commission from this $97. This $97 is to become a founder in on passive. Very prestigious position if you can know, if you understand what a founder is. Because as we said, Apple only had 3 founders, Microsoft 2, Facebook 3 founders. So it's a prestigious position to be a founder. And so it's $97 to become a founder. When you do it, we recommend that you use the card option. The other options give some problems and issues. So just use the card options for now, and you'll be good.
All right. So just as easy as that. But I would like to plug in here that you need to get back to the person who invited you here if you would like to become a founder. Or I shouldn't say if. I said at the end of this presentation, I know that you want to become a founder. You cannot afford to lose this opportunity. So it's a huge opportunity. So the person who invited you here tonight, you just get back to them and they will tell you how you can sign up and everything with the $97 that DrDerrick just mentioned a while ago. Now, I like other founders to just talk a bit right here. I know that sometimes people would say, oh, $97, I don't have $97. You know, founders, can you just encourage our guests here tonight who may think that this is a lot? Just encourage them and tell them, you know, what it was for you joining, and if that $97 will be worth it at the end of it.
Edmira, I'll say something.
Okay, Chris.
Hey,
And then Lynn.
Edmira, I'll say something.
Go ahead, Teresa. Ladies first. Teresa, you go right ahead, Teresa.
So $97 is what you would spend in Canada to go out for a meal in the evening. Think about that. You have an opportunity to buy a legacy account for $97 that you can leave to someone in your family who you love and want to take care of. And when the company goes public, you will pay for the products. After you pay for the products, one time, the company will take money out of what money is going into your account to pay for the products from them. One time you pay for the products. You need the products because on passive is going to do everything for you. They will give you an easy way to become a founder, the most important person in the business besides the CEO. They will create new products for you. And then they would put those products on your site, on your website, on your business. They will sell those products for you. They will manage the new customers and you will get paid. If you understand what I'm talking about, do not waste time. In about 90 days or so, something will change. The costs will change. The founder position will begin to go away. This is your opportunity. Just get in. Thank you for hearing me.
So thank you very much, Teresa, for sharing that with us. We'll take Lynn and then we'll take Chris and Peter. All right, go ahead, Lynn.
Hi, everybody. There's so many good things about on passive, but in a nutshell, in addition to what you just heard, I would say that unpassive guarantees your success. Unpassive does all the work for you through the use of AI and ML, machine learning. You cannot fail. We always say unpassive forces you to succeed. That's a great thing, I believe, that guarantee of success. There's no risk at all because we offer a 30-day money-back guarantee on the $97 founder fee. Absolutely no risk to you. You're going to have financial freedom, but more than that, you're going to have time freedom because the work is being done for you. You're going to be able to enjoy your wealth and spend quality time doing whatever you most love to do. So unpassive is spectacular. You know, there is nothing like it. So for me, that $97 founder fee is well worth it. It will change your life forever and you'll never have to worry about finances again. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Lynn. And I'd just like to plug in here, as you mentioned, everyone will be successful. And whether you're active, which is you share it with others, or you're passive, which means you choose not to share it, you will still be successful. And not many people, not many business can guarantee this, that you will be successful if you do nothing. Where have you ever heard of that? So this is also new and so exciting for me. And that's why I jumped in. And I believe that I have gotten back $97 already so many times over. And I will get back so much more than what I put into this business. Thank you very much, Lynn. All right, Chris, do you want to go or let Peter go?
Yeah, I'm going to say one real
Okay,
quick.
go ahead.
Number one, Miss Teresa, Miss Lynn, right on the head. Most important thing, and I think DrDerrick talked it about quite a bit, is everything you're using right now, are they paying you? All these platforms we're using, are they paying you? On passive is going to pay you. Just remember that. That's the most important thing to me, is all those other platforms that all of us use and pay for, they don't pay us. We got something new here, folks. So jump over that fence, get back to that person that showed it to you, and get in this, it's coming. I'm sorry, Edmira, go ahead. You know, I had to say that.
Oh, don't be sorry, Chris. Of course we know it's coming and we are in it to win it. Thank you very much for reminding us and for saying that, because Chris, you know what? Unpassive is just simply best. I've used Zoom so many times and I have not seen a dollar. I've used Zoom so many times, you know, and for using this product package that we will be getting, we will be paid just for that. And that's just awesome. All right, Peter, you can go ahead. And then Bruce, you'll be next.
Thank you, Edmira. I think because I'm walking, so I'll just won't use my camera. Is that okay?
That's fine. That's fine, Peter.
Okay. What I was trying to say was already mentioned by Lynn and Chris. Maybe just add one thing, and that is, this is a lifetime residual income. You know, the moment you pay $97, you're qualified. Okay, getting into the launch. A lot of people don't see that this is a lifetime residual income, and I think our three respondents already have mentioned that. Maybe I can just add something onto what DrDerrick was saying earlier about the products. What's the difference between the current products we have and our on-passive products? Now, on-passive products are created and delivered out from love or out of love. At that, there is no competition. Okay, so when when we try to compare what's on the market right now with on-passive beats them all, because on-passive is created and delivered and shared out of love. So that's number one. Number two is that, like Chris has said, you know, these current companies or products, they don't pay you to use it. That's a no-brainer, you know. And so so you know, we should be excited and encourage more to join. And if you're sitting on the fence, you're just a guest here, you know, we encourage you to get in right now. You know, don't let time pass by. This is the greatest opportunity, I guess, in your history, you know, in your lifetime.
Thank you so very much, Peter. That was a whole lot. That was a whole sermon. And if I was on the fence, I'm telling you, I would have gotten on in right now. Thank you so very much for sharing, Peter. Bruce, go right ahead.
Thank you, Edmira. DrDerrick, fantastic. And thank you for all the information you told everybody. You know, everybody really had said everything that needs to be said, but like David said, I'll say one more thing anyway. I'm thinking about Richard Branson, who's a multi-billionaire. He's also a philanthropist. And he's the one who said, if someone offers you an amazing opportunity and you don't know anything about it, do it anyway and learn while you go. So on passive is just the same, but you don't even have to learn anything if you don't want. You can just say stupid, and on passive will still do it all for you and pay you for it. The $97 for me is like a bad date that I spent a lot of money to have an outcome with that they got nothing from, no return. There's no wasting money when it comes to believing in something that is of this value. There's no reason to compare on passive to anything else because it's superior products at a much more affordable price at it's one-stop shop. You get all the products that Dr. Derrick explained to you that exist like this, and you get it for one price. You come in for $97, locks you into the being a founder, and you get perks from being a founder. You pay $250 one time, and that's it. And then OnPassive will do everything for you. And if you want to, or anything that you want to do, you can do it, and don't worry about it because you will succeed. OnPassive and our wonderful founder, Edmira, guarantees that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Bruce. Our success is guaranteed. And we have people who have been here since 2018. And that's why they are here, because they know that with OnPassive, their success is guaranteed. Thank you very much for sharing. Cedric, and then the lovely Tiana. Go ahead, Cedric.
Ladies first, you can let Tiana go.
Oh, Tiana, you're so special that Cedric is going to let you go first. Go right ahead.
Hi, everyone. Good evening. Hi. Hearts to everyone. I really appreciate being here this evening. And hello to you, Bruce, and Lynn, and hello, everyone. Chris, hello over there. And yeah, everyone. Laura, it's been a wonderful meeting with Dr. Derrick. I really appreciate what everyone said this evening. So I understand about the $97 and that it's only the one time. And we can share that information with others to also join the team and build our team. And I am, trying to build a team of different deaf individuals. So I'm just waiting for some of them to reply back and see if they want to join or not. So I'm excited to find out about that. And coming here, I was a little bit nervous about the communication and just to see you guys all. It's been quite a while, so I'm excited now to see you all.
Nice.
I'm feeling like it's very special to be here, and I'm very proud and that we can do it and I can do it. And I want to thank you for being such leaders, Chris, and sorry, the interpreter can't see her hand fully, but she's listing a bunch of, sorry, the interpreter couldn't see me. Edma and Lynn, Chris, and I forgot their, but it's fine. I'm just looking forward to learning from you all. Arnie, but yes, sorry. The interpreter doesn't know how to pronounce all the names, but thank you so much, and I really appreciate you guys all, and I'm in it 100% with O, and I'm ready for the launch and what comes forward with that.
Peace and blessings.
I'll get it back to you.
Peace and blessings, Tiana.
Thank you so much. Look at our sign. Look at what we're saying. Oh, we're so happy to have you on here. You warm our hearts. It's always lovely to have you on to hear your comments. Heather, thank you so very much for being here with us. We really appreciate. We know you're going to learn everything that you could and that you're going to sell OnPassive to your deaf community. So thank you very much. We really appreciate you. All right. All right, Cedric, go right ahead.
Well, ladies keep coming in. I'll see another lady there. They can go first.
Oh, Joe, I didn't see your brown hand, girl. Go right ahead, Joe.
Hello.
Cedric is giving away.
Hello. And Tiana, it's so great that you're a regular and you keep showing up at the different webinars. That makes you a leader. It makes you a leader. We're so happy to have you with us. Really, really, really. And I just wanted to say that every time I hear the experiences and the support and the rah-rah from the other leaders, I get excited all over again. I get excited all over again. And for those of you who are listening and that are guests today, all I can say to what everybody else said was amen. I can say amen. I don't know if there's any other words that can be said about why and how, but there is one thing I can recommend that you do or think about. Mine is all in the excitement, all in my tone of voice. I just got off the phone earlier doing DrDerrick's presentation, talking to a founder that enrolled a while back. And I try to tone myself down, and my friends talk to me, oh, this is going on and that's going on and whatever. And all I can say is, I said, just hold on. It'll be fine. You're a founder. Just hold on. And this is going on and that's going on. And I said, and then she says, well, why are you so, I said, because I'm waiting for the day I can just see your face and watch you when you realize that you will no longer be looking for a solution. You're going to have a solution. You won't be telling me that, you don't know what you're going to do. Your medication costs so much. I said, you'll start that conversation. I'm just going to look at you. You said, what? Because that's not going to be an issue. The cost of the best medication is not going to be an issue for you. And the fact is that you bought this position because you want to help your son. And guess what? That's just a drop in the bucket. You're going to help your son, and then you're going to be able to help your kids get through tech school or college, and then you're going to be able to do this. And I said, it's going to be the biggest ripple effect, and you're going to be at the center of it. Then she said, really? And I said, yes. And I said, do you know that I even bought a position for my religious organization that I support? She said, you did? You mean I can buy another position right now? I can get one for my granddaughter and I said, you sure can. She said, can you send me the link and help me again? So be excited about what you have, those who have it. And those of you who are just joining, stay plugged in and get excited. People will join you like we joined Ash because of the excitement, like we joined the early founders because of the excitement. First you want to know what you're so excited about. It's a week later, you're still excited. It's 2 months later, you're still excited. Or you started in 2018 and you're still excited. So please, I hope I share some of my joy this evening. If you're not on board,
it's always good to hear you because you're always upbeat, girl. That's the passion and the fever that
I have to pray to stay calm. I have to pray
Don't
to
stay calm. Don't stay calm.
Yeah, gotta stay balanced. No matter what.
Yeah.
Even now you have to stay balanced because you're gonna need to practice that for when them apples, oranges, golden eggs
falling in your basket.
Anyway,
calm yourself down.
My love to all of you. Keep up the good work. Everybody is on the front lines. I have a supportive personality. I'm rooting for all of you, including the new ones. Okay.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you very much, and we always appreciate you, Joe. Okay, I'm gonna take Cedric for the last comment for this part. And then we just want to get back to finishing up the question and answers. And there is a question in the chat from Fee that we're going to pay attention to. Okay, so go ahead, Cedric.
Hey. Thank you for giving me the floor. Hey, Chris, I ain't watching no football game. Get out of here, man. Yeah, but hey, DrDerrick, that was a great presentation. Brilliant. You make me get more positions every time I listen to you. It's awesome. It's a great inspiration and have a lot of wisdom. Very informative. Great. For me, I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I got tired of the 9 to 5 paycheck to paycheck syndrome, I call it, going from one webinar, one seminar to another, trading time for money. So when my sponsor, may he rest in peace, Fred Lanswager, introduced me to On Passive, I didn't sign up right away. I told him, he kept writing me and texting me, but I got in. I told him as soon as I get my apples, I'm coming back. But nevertheless, I got in, and that was the best decision I ever made in my life. As said, I think someone said that 97 is significant because 97% of people failed online. And Bruce, like you, had a lot of failed relationships with these companies. And the one difference that they didn't have was Ash Mafar. He got our backs and he got our best interests at heart. That's what I love about it. And the apples, the money, whatever you want to call it, that's a done deal. But what I love about it, I done met people all over the world. I done made friends who knew that I knew or had a million people with the same mindset. I've been looking for this for years, So, I say it all the time. I gotta thank Mr. Ashby Farr for giving us this platform. God is always shining a light on this on Passive every day. The light is brighter and brighter, and the presentation you gave, Dr. Derrick, that's just reaffirmed why we have 1 million people plus. That's why we got people coming in, every second almost. But the people that's on the fence, if you're serious about your financial life, I say this all the time. My grandmother she said it all the time. Before I tell you something wrong, I won't tell you nothing at all. Just sign up, get in. There's no risk. The only risk is not getting in. And if you want I can't even say this. If you want a refund, you can get it back. But trust me, you ain't gonna want a refund once you get in. You're gonna meet a lot of people from all over the world. I call my laptop a portable airport. I love it. I'm all over the place. I'm serious, man. Like, Caribbean, Cameroon, Nigeria, Ethiopia.
I just love that.
You call it. I love it. Jobs. All these other. You miss getting in Microsoft, Apple, Facebook. They're a bunch of haters anyway. But get in. They don't pay you. On Passive will pay you. You can't go wrong. Like I said, Ash Mafar this is my thing. He got our best interests at heart. And when you got my best interest at heart just as much as my family or more, that's a winner in itself. That's value right. That's value right there. So I'm gonna leave it there. Just get in, as Michael Williams say, just get in. The risk is
Thank you.
The risk is eliminated. All you do is sign up. The lottery ticket is no good no more. You win automatically when you get in on Passive. All right. Love all of you.
Thank you.
I'm so in it to win it. Peace and blessings, everyone.
Thank you so much, Flowers. You know what? Just listening to your voice and the way you're saying it, I'm telling you, I would have gotten in again with the sound of that voice. Thank you so very much for the encouragement. And I know that because of that, somebody's thinking about signing up right now. All right, there's a question in the chat. Marty, I have not heard Marty for the night. Marty, I think this is a question for you, though. Fee is a guess. Fee is a guess, and that person wants to know how often does a member get paid and what they have to do to get paid. How often does somebody get paid on Passive and what they have to do to get paid? Marty.
Well, after it launches, you could get paid every minute and you don't have to do anything to get paid. I mean, it's pretty simple. You sign up, you're in, you win. The company does everything for you. You set up an account with a merchant, KYC, tell the money where to go. You can withdraw when it shows up. It's there, it's yours. And if a customer signs up under you, you get paid. It can happen every minute. It can happen every second. In fact, eventually it will happen that, there's probably going to be 2 million people a week signing up. So there's a good chance a lot of people are going to get paid. So yeah, it's very easy.
Wow, Marty, thank you. I mean, Marty has just the easiest answers ever. Every time I look at the question and I'm looking, waiting, he has the easiest answers ever. Sophie, you got that? You can be paid every second, every minute, every hour. We just don't, we can't tell you, but it would be like that. And you don't have to do anything, just sign up, sit back and wait. Thank you so very much, Marty. Easy answer. All right, so Dr. Derrick, let's get back to the last few questions as we wrap up tonight's section. I'm looking for any other questions in the chat. Fee said, I thought I was supposed to ask my questions here for clarification. Of course, you are supposed to, and we just answered you, Fee. Yes, you are supposed to. We really appreciate your questions. All right, thank you very much. And if you have another question, shoot it on us. All right, thank you. Now, Dr. Derrick, let's get back a bit there. So on passive goes by an acronym, CATMO. Just explain this in the quickest time that you can. CATMO. Explain this so that the customers know. Sorry, I said customers. That our guests know what on passive, what it's about. Thank you.
All right. Before I go to CATMO, we did not actually cover the monthly fee or the monthly subscription that there is. So after you pay that $97 to become a founder, that is what that is for, $97. And then there is a one-time out-of-pocket of approximately $250, give and take some dollars. But it's one time out of pocket to activate your account as a customer and a reseller. Because the thing about OnPassive is we are a legitimate business. And one of the major things to be a legitimate business is, are we selling a product or are we selling a service? Now, if people are getting paid by people just coming into a business, like some of the other business we know, then that can be something that is illegal. And we are not into people getting in and people earning money. We are into selling of products, and we talk about 20 products and relate them to the products that are there on the market. And so these products are going to be on your website as a founder. And so therefore you and I will benefit, and that is how everyone will get paid. Someone come on your website, purchase a product, OnPassive, deal with all of the funnels and the landing page and the communications, etc., etc. Get the sale for you on your website, and you get paid. Some of the money go to your funding account, which will then fund this $250 approximately each month. And then the rest goes over to your O-wallet, which you will put your bank account to that O-wallet. And that is how you can now draw it minutely, secondly, whatever you so desire. But looking at CATMO, which is our acronym, and what the company actually means in one acronym. It's a complete digital solution, which is online solution, dealing with artificial intelligence and machine learning, which of course will be targeted traffic coming to your website. So it will not be just traffic like other lead generation do. They just give you traffic. No, ours are targeted traffic, which means someone is looking for what is on your website. So if someone is online looking for lotion and potion, no, they would not be sent to your website. They would have to be looking for a webinar platform, an e-learning platform, etc., etc. Right? M is for money, more money, and much, much more money. And with this money comes time freedom, which is very important because a few people have money, but they don't have time freedom. Abundance living, and of course, everything is under the umbrella of OnPassive. This is willable. Generational wealth, residual income, sales funnel, landing pages, autoresponders, and much, much more. Everything 100% done for you. And that's our Catmo.
Thank you very much, Dr. Derrick. And as we come down to the final questions, we still encourage our guests. If there is anything that you still need clarity on, something that is not clear, you are encouraged to ask your question, right? So now you talk a lot about virtual, our online office or back office for those who are founders. We will have our own office and so. What about the business, on passive business? Is there an office somewhere? There are physical buildings and we have workers and so forth. Tell us about that.
Definitely. On passive is a brick and mortar business. Yes, it is online and everything will be online, but they do have brick and mortar buildings, which gives us credibility. One, our executive headquarters, which is in the United States, in Orlando, Florida. And also we have one in Hyderabad, which is our operational headquarters, Tech City, Silicon Valley, and that is in India. Have over 800 staff members. And so we have physical people working behind the scenes to develop these products and to run these products. They are grouped into teams, which, you know, each team deal with a particular product. And all of that is run and manned over there in India. Google, of course, Google Map gives us a location of the Silicon Valley. I personally passed the building in Orlando, so I know that that one is real, 100% real. I see the building, etc., etc., right there in Orlando. And Google Map let me know that, of course, India, the building in India is real. And also persons past that building over there in India that I know of.
So there we have it. We know for sure that we have brick and mortar buildings. Now, I'm excited about this part, so excited. I want to know how many founders we have to date. I know that somebody said a while ago that founders are joining by the second. I think it was Cedric who said that. Richard, do you know how many founders we have right now, Richard?
1,014,307 founders.
Dr. Derrick beat you all to it. Let me hear it again. How many founders do we have, Dr. Derrick?
1 million with a M. 1 million with a M. 14,000 with a T.
Oh, Lord.
109 founders and growing.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Wow. I am just stuck at wow. Yes, Richard, what do you want to say about that?
Oh, my Lord. So many people came in the last week. It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the last week, we had more people, I think, that came in 2 months.
Yeah.
But, you know, since the beginning, I've always, oh, blessed to me is exactly what I heard from Ash Mufarah the first time I spoke to the man. I felt that from him. And we're going to bless so many people all over the world, you know. We're going to bring back that love that God put into our heart. We all have a heart from God, and he put love into our hearts. Give you an example. In the Second World War, on Christmas Day, December the 25th, there was no noise. All bombing, everything stopped, came to a stop. The Allies and the enemies were sitting together having a meal. Now imagine if that is not love, I don't know what it is. Looking at each other, wondering, why do we have to kill each other? You see, we are the correction to that corruption. The corruption is what caused these men to shoot at each other. They had no choice. Either you go and shoot the enemy or we shoot you. That's what the government's told them, or the leaders, or whatever you want to call it. But on passive is going to bring back that love in this world that is lacking right now. I mean, look at the mess we're in. It's unbelievable. I've been away from my family for a year and a half, and I'm forced to take something that I didn't want to go back to my family, which is not right. That is corruption. But we will be the correction to that corruption. We'll put clothing on people. We'll put water where there's none. We'll put food where there's none. We're going to give pride back to the homeless people by giving them a reason to live, by making little farms, have them do some farming, have them own the farm, not give them a fish, but teach them how to fish. And that's what Unpassive is all about. And that's what I felt from Ashmore Farm from the beginning. That love, that passion towards our fellow men and women that are still suffering in this world. Mm. So I leave you all with that, and a big kiss and a big hug to all of you.
Thank you very much, Richard. It's always good to feel your hug. Thank you very much for sharing. And I know that you are one of the persons who feel very passionately about Unpassive. Thank you. Now, Lindell has a question. Lindell wants to know, I don't know if this is possible. Marty, Dr. DrDerrick, Chris, is this possible? What if no one visits your website? Will you still get paid? Is it possible for no one to visit your website? And if they don't, will you still be paid?
Well, I think that would be the question. Is it possible for no one? Marty, is it possible for no one to visit your website?
I've had many years that no one visited my website, but not in Unpassive. No, it's impossible.
It is definitely impossible for no one to visit your website. Yes, in other business, 5 days, 10 days, maybe all 2 months, and maybe no one visit your website or your web page or whatever you have out there. But with Unpassive, what is the difference with Unpassive, as I mentioned before, is artificial intelligence built into the entire system. One, machine learning technology built into the products. And so with these heavy hitters technology built in, it's going to go without say. And with targeted traffic, it's not just traffic. So let me explain targeted traffic for a little bit, because that is the crux of the matter. When you have a normal lead generation platform, they just give you traffic. They just send traffic to your website. So whether they're looking for your product, yes or no, they just send it. So if like a building, apartment with 1,000 or 2,000 people in the apartment, it doesn't matter what they are looking for. They just send those 1,000 people to your website. Those 1,000 people might not click because they're not looking for a webinar platform, etc., etc. But with Unpassive is sending targeted traffic, which is very important because these people are physically looking for the products that you are offering. And so that's the big difference. So therefore, you are going to have people visiting your website on a daily basis, not a weekly, not a monthly, but a daily basis. You will have traffic and you'll be able to track that traffic. That's the beauty about it. If you want to, you are able to see the amount of traffic that comes to your website and actually click. And of course, I said Unpassive is going to follow up with them, going to take them from them just sending that tool to market the product all the way until they sign up and they get involved, everything, the whole 9 yards. And so no, it's not possible for no one to visit, and therefore it is not possible for, it's forcing you. Actually, Unpassive is going to force you to earn money, basically.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Marty, and thank you, Dr. Derrick, for answering that question. Now, Patricia Parent placed her heart out on the chat. So people reading the chat, please read the comment that Patricia wrote. It's a bit lengthy, but she just shared her heart and how she feels about on passive and how excited she is with us. All right. Now, we have talked a lot about the business on passive, how it's going to be different, what it means to be a founder. We talk about how to get in, how much you'd expected to pay, and all of that. Now we're gonna talk about the last thing about it tonight, and the guests, if you have any more thing that you need clarity with, you can ask it here or get back to the person who invited you to answer that for you. But we're going to take our last question for tonight, which is the last question from me, which is, what is the pay plan offered by OnPassive? What is the pay plan that is offered by OnPassive? People like to know this part, so just explain a bit of it for us.
Okay. Well, the pay plan has to do with customers. So let us start out with customers first, because that's what the pay plan has to do with. It's a business. It's a legitimate business. Legal, as I said, in over 200 countries. We are registered with the Better Business Bureau, and we are also registered because it is based in Florida. It's also registered with sunbiz.com. So you can look it up if you so desire. You can also go to unpassive.com, and that's a magnifico website that I've ever seen. I have created web pages for people before, and people pay a minimum of $250 for a web page. Notice I said a web page, one page. And this is a website with many pages, Anyway, OnPassive will start with many, whole heap, enough, plenty, huge, gigantic amount of customers. Why? Because we just talk about the 1 million plus customers that all of us have, that are founders, are also customers, and growing by about 2,000 to 4,000 daily. And so how we're going to get paid? It's a patented pay plan. We don't know the exact structure of the pay plan because it is patented. And so we cannot really reveal, because not even us as founders know the pay plan. But it is going to be very handsome because it is going to reward you. Just look at it this way. Look at it this way. Ashmafara said that you only need 3 people in order to be breaking even in the business. So if you only need 3 people to be breaking even, whatever it is for that, whether 250, 300, 275, whatever it is for that subscription, which will be monthly, whatever it is, it just takes 3 people to cover that. Just think about that. Leave that alone. Okay. And so we are going to be paid handsomely. That's all we need to know.
Thank you. That's a perfect note to end this on. While we stop sharing our screen at this time. Perfect note to end on, that we handsomely funded. Hi, Sherry. It's great to see you. All right. So everyone, we are going to have, okay, this is Marty. We are going to have, no, we just want to thank Dr. Derrick for carrying us through answering the questions that we ask on about OnPassive, and Marty and Chris and the others who chipped in now and again to answer the questions. Thank you very much for that. We're going to now ask Chris Johnson to bring us maybe some updates. Chris, all over to you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Marty. Just know I love when you put my big head in the middle of the screen like that. I do have some updates, as some of you might know if you watched my live today, or Marty or Reds, but I'm going to read them to you again and some other things that were said. Ash is moving through the East Coast right now with his family. That's his 2 little boys and his wife. As he makes stops along the way, He's going to let us know if there's going to be something going on. He's going to release products in each one of these spots. And the reason we're not sharing where he's at, because it's for the security for the Mafara family. There is a lot of founders right now that if they knew he was at Marty's front porch, he'd have 40,000 people on Marty's porch. And we really can't have that. We really do want to protect his security. And it's very, very important. Marty was talking to him the other day, actually, and Ash said, my wheels are rolling down the East Coast. This business is rolling 100 times faster. It's moving, and it's going. He wanted to let everyone know that. Also, Marty had said to him, and Marty likes when I say this. I don't know why. I wish he would just say it sometimes, because he does talk to Mr. Ash all the time. He said that, Marty said, Ash, you realize people are joining like crazy? Ash's words were, Marty, you haven't seen nothing yet. And he said, we're going to shake up the internet, brother. Now, those are private conversations with him and Marty that Marty always spills over to me just to let you know what's happening. All right. Our main thing is he's doing this, all right, for a vacation, because once, you got to understand this, once we launch the world, Ash is not going to have a normal life anymore. For him to just to drive around, it's going to be pretty hard for him to do, because he is going to be worldwide known, like a rock star, movie star. He's going to be very known. So what we're doing is we're letting him go have fun with your kids. Stop here, stop there. We didn't really want him to give us a schedule. We want him to go enjoy his family. All right. Because the last 3 years, he hasn't gotten to enjoy his family a lot. Because he's been doing so much work. He's got a beautiful wife that supports him. Obviously, his kids are real young. He misses them all the time, but we just want him to go have fun. But I want to let you know that nothing is stopped. Nothing's behind schedule. We're ahead of schedule, and things are coming our way soon. And I'm very excited about it. I think that's all I got, Edmira. So I appreciate. And one more thing. Michael Williams is showing up on the Julie Milo show. It is a private founders only meeting tomorrow at 6:30. You all know what Michael Williams does to us. So that'll be a private founder. That link won't be shared. That'll be in the back office. Thank you, Edmira. I appreciate that.
Thank you very much, Chris, for sharing all of that with us. We really appreciate that. To our guests who are here, there you have it. We know all about our CEO and his moves. There are many companies that you don't see them, you don't know about them. You just know that the company has a CEO. But we are, what should I say? We know him. We talk with him on Mondays. He come on to our webinars, and we really appreciate Ash and his family. And right here, we're going to say, right here on Tuesday night, where we talk about changing lives, we are going to wish Ash Mufara and his family all the best as they enjoy this vacation. It might be a little vacation for him, but no, he's going to enjoy it nonetheless. All right. So we have 2 minutes to our 2-hour mark. We usually go from 8 to 10. We really appreciate you all coming. I am going to give one last person a chance to wrap up, say anything that they would like to say at this point. Maybe a guest, a co-founder, any person who wishes to say something. Going once, going twice. It's gone. Okay. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. I hope that the presentation have helped to bring some of you closer to Unpassive in what the vision of Ash Mufara is. And those of you who are new, we hope that we gave you enough information that can encourage you to become a founder, not for us, but for you and your family. It's going to be life-changing. Unpassive is going to make the difference in your life. Get on board, get back to the person who invited you, and sign up tonight. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We are here every Tuesday, same time, same place. Have a great evening.